¿Es un pene volador? No, es el penetrante al habla, chavales. ¿Cómo estamos? Aquí en un nuevo capítulo de The Council. Nos quedamos después de la charla y hemos llegado a la habitación. Vamos a ver un poco qué hay. De momento no vamos a abrirlo de momento.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very just. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Agua del Carmen. El agua del Carmen te proporciona el estado centrado. La próxima habilidad que te utilices no tendrá ningún coste. No puedes llevar más de 5 encima. Esto es bastante interesante, ¿eh? Sobre todo para las que gastamos 3. Que me parece bastante. No sé si al finalizar ciertas partes... otra... monedas de colección. No sé si al llegar a ciertas partes se nos recargará a tope la barra de habilidades que podemos usar.
Saint Jerome the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Vamos a echarnos aquí en la terracita. Parece que comunica con todos un poco, ¿no? Ah, bueno, aquí lo chapa. Más agua de Carmen. Vámonos para adentro. No esperaba que fuera a full a la cama, pero bueno. Joder, sí que nos hemos saltado cosas. Bueno, pues hemos acabado el episodio 1. No tenía calculado cuánto tardaría, pero bueno. Ha sido bastante... Vamos a subirnos de habilidades... Ah, que para subirla de nivel necesitamos gastar 2 más. Joder. Quizá deberíamos de saber un poco en artes políticas. Vamos a subirnos una de ocultismo. Aquí es nivel 0. Tenemos que gastarnos 3 para subir al nivel 1. Cágate. Vale. Pues vamos a mejorar dos de observación. Y nos vamos a maximizar... Estoy un poco indeciso. Podríamos subirnos persuasión con estos 2 puntos que nos quedan. Que no estaría mal maximizar. Vamos a maximizar el ocultismo, yo creo. Vamos a dejarlo así. Equipar manuscritos. Aquí puedes seleccionar tus lecturas durante tu aventura. Los manuscritos te otorgan puntos de habilidad al finalizar la misión. Vale. Uno de varios volúmenes de este maestro de alquimia que dedicó su erudición y su mentalidad abierta a mejorar el entendimiento del mundo. Más uno en ocultismo, bueno. Pues vamos al rollo. Nos ha subido un poco la energía, pero no demasiado tampoco.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't
Ahora
disappear.
entra Napoleón ahí todo bajito. Hola.
I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Qué asco de popo, ¿no?
I'm coming.
Nadie va a ver tu manga llena de sangre, compañero.
Dear Monsieur de Richet,
Estimado Monsieur de
please
Rachel,
excuse me, but I
luego
am
sus
unable to
disculpas,
join
pero
you at
me
present.
es imposible reunirme con
However,
usted en
rest
estos
assured
momentos.
that we are
Pero puede
doing
estar
all we
tranquilo,
can
estamos haciendo todo
to
lo posible
resolve
por
the case
resolver el
that
problema que nos
concerns us.
concierne.
By the
A
way,
propósito, junto a esta
enclosed,
carta
you will
encontrará
find a key
una llave que le
that will
permitirá
enable you to
recuperar los
retrieve the
efectos
personal
personales que dejó
effects
su
your
madre.
mother left behind.
Reciba un cordial saludo.
Yours faithfully.
Bueno, que está picando como un loco, me la sopla. Yo quiero ver a ver qué hay por aquí. Puto pesado, tío, no... Es verdad, esto no lo hemos abierto. Vamos a abrirlo.
Golden elixir.
Elixir dorado.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10
Debería
minutes.
fiarme.
But if my vision is true,
Bueno,
there are
imagino
two
que no
men
nos darán
nearby
nada.
discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Ayudarlo quizá nos pone en problemas. Vamos a
Count on
ayudarlo,
me,
de
sir.
momento no.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
Antes no sonaba esta banda sonora, tío, si está todo guapa. Let's go. Vamos a aprovechar y a investigar el resto.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Opened Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then,
¿A qué quiere llevarse
covering
el
his
libro,
head with
tío?
his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's
Supongo
keep
que
it.
nos dará más algo.
Might come in handy someday.
Los manuscritos te permiten instruirte durante tu aventura. Al comienzo de cada misión puedes seleccionar tus lecturas para conseguir puntos de habilidad permanentes. A ver. Vaya. casa antes de hablar con el pavo. No, ya no hay nada más.
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Joder, tío, es que... Me parece bastante... Vamos a ir, venga.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you. Who do you think you are?
Ay. Estaba leyendo por dentro, tío.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you, stay out of it. This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell's going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No! Ah! No!
I apologize. Nah, nah, nah. Mercy, have mercy. Nah, nah, nah. Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
Look, you dumbass! Are you deaf? She said she
Why
was
not?
sorry.
Call me that again.
Oh, no,
Leave her
insultarle,
alone.
¿por qué no?
Are you looking for a slap, Sonny?
A tope con el
That's what I
bipolarismo.
thought. Now get out! I have to deal with this dirty slut.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Good.
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No.
Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search her room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
What do you mean by that?
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her medical file. It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about?
child. What's going on here?
John believed that his daughter was possessed. He appealed to your mother to save her, but the treatment she inflicted on the poor child... My God.
Look, stop beating around the bush. What exactly did she do to her?
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
Joder. Supongo que
My
sí.
mother got her hands dirty for the common good, so don't be too quick to judge her.
For the common good? We're talking about the vivisection of a child. Of tattooing her from head to foot with a red-hot iron.
Stop this.
For her 5th birthday, she inflicted the stigmata of Christ on her. And for her 10th birthday, a hysterectomy. What kind of gift is that
My
for a
mother is
child?
not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well, but the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
My mother has many faults, but she's not the cruel woman you describe.
Believe what you will, but now you cannot say you were never told.
Pues vale. Vamos a sentarnos aquí a observar la magnífica escultura. No entiendo por qué nos dejan sentar aquí, tío. Es que... ¿No podemos chafardear un poco más? A ver si... No, parece que no. Imagino que no le caeremos demasiado bien a la chica ahora. Who knows? Ah, claro, he venido por el otro lado. Pues vámonos para la habitación. Quizá deberíamos de haber intervenido. Pues.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Vaya. Vamos a ganar una opinión muy
Could have
buena.
been worse. Let's say that Miss Adams will remember it for a couple of days.
What? Did you not intervene?
Of course not. What did you want me to do? That thug could have snapped me in half in 2 seconds.
So, you prefer to let that fragile young lady take a beating rather than risk getting slapped around a
Pues
bit
haberlo
yourself?
hecho tú, puto
Mr.
viejo.
Derice, your mother would not have been proud of you.
Listen, next time it happens, join me instead of hiding behind the door. If you're gonna talk big, back it up.
You should be ashamed. I will pray for your soul, my son. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Principio.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Luis. Now give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Puto cura, me critica y el pavo está escondido.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow.
If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Podría haber averiguado más sobre los hombres de mi visión. Podría haber averiguado más sobre los planes en... Joder, qué corta se ha hecho esta misión, ¿no? Ha sido bastante catastrófico. En fin, vamos a subirnos. Nivel 2 del ocultismo. Lo dejaremos ahí, yo creo.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Un punto en persuasión.
Nothing.
¡Guau! No había nada en la almohada. Resulta que...
Torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Bien, Monsieur de Richet.
Inspiration of Saint Matthew, or Matthew writing his
Vamos a ir mirando
gospel,
los cuadros.
dictated to him by voices.
Una copia del mismo cuadro.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
Writing material.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Pinta invisible.
Writing material.
No, no hace nada más. Vuelvo a gastar 2 ahora, ¿no? Y el libro no nos deja mirarlo.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely look. Markings on the floor.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
Madre mía.
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't
Por
believe
ahí
in
estará
coincidences.
escrito algo
It's
con
just
la
too
tinta
much.
invisible.
I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Otros dos. Joder, macho, me voy a quedar pobre.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something
Tío,
behind.
no es tan difícil, ¿eh?
She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used the limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
No llego a tanto, no sé cómo se revelaba la Eva. Bueno, la ceniza no es una mala idea. Otros dos, tío. A ver, vamos a ver qué más encontramos.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. All right, I've retrieved everything.
Vas a tener que usar al final la mierda de ceniza, tío.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Vale. Al parecer no sabe mover una silla para levantarse. Vamos a tener que acabar usando la ceniza para descubrirlo.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Vale, bueno, quizá podrías guardar el libro, ¿no? No sea que entre alguien. Lo que estoy pensando es cómo abrir esto. ¿Nos va a dejar ojear más o qué?
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
No, no tiene pinta que podamos hacer mucho más ya aquí. Vamos a echar un ojo por fuera. Tope con la jalea real, por todas partes.
Priest robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Pues nada. Vamos a seguir para adelante.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
No va a ser el caso. Vamos a echar un ojo por aquí así rapidito.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later. That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Vaya. Tope con el satanismo, ¿no?
My dear Elizabeth,
Mi querida Elizabeth, te escribo para comunicarte las malas noticias. No podremos vernos el primer domingo de mayo, como habíamos planeado. Me han informado de que tu estado no ha mejorado y lamentablemente tus hermanos y yo estamos abrumados por el trabajo requerido para gobernar este nuevo país. Por favor, acepta nuestras disculpas. En cuanto tengamos tiempo, aunque sea solo un día, te prometo que iremos a verte. Tu querido padre. Postdata, no le guardes rencor a tu madre. Aún no está preparada. Por favor, no la juzgues. Estoy seguro de que algún día dejarás atrás todo esto. Pa' mi body.
a novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society. August 24th, 1792.
Estoy al borde de la desesperación. ¿Tiene algún sentido seguir escribiéndote? No sé si recibís mis cartas. Padre controla cada vez más mi correspondencia. Estoy segura de que filtra nuestros intercambios. Por suerte, una de las criadas me ayuda a enviarte las cartas. Pero sigo sin obtener respuestas. Pienso en ti mucho y rezo cada día por poder abrazarte. Tenemos todo el tiempo del mundo para arreglarlo, te lo ruego. Contéstame, por favor. Tu querida hermana, Abigail. Postdata, esa horrible mujer volvió ayer. Pasó un buen rato hablando con padre. No he entendido toda la conversación porque hablaban en francés, pero estoy seguro de que hablan de ti. Esa es la madre de nuestro compañero. Llave con 5 círculos. Ah, que lo tenemos a tope. ¿Qué botón era? body.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consumir los cristales. ¿Por qué no?
These are magnesium crystals, a fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Vamos a tomarnos uno, ¿por qué
See
no?
what it tastes like. Ugh.
Sabe
I really
rico,
need
¿eh?
to stop tasting everything I find now.
Bueno, al menos sabemos otra debilidad. Vamos a tomarnos un elixir de estos de mierda. Que no me acuerdo. Elixir dorado con la izquierda. Y vamos a echarle un ojo a esta magnífica estrella, ¿no? ¿No te sorprende ver una puta estrella satánica? Bueno, pues no hay nada más, ¿no?
A chest with a half circle pattern.
Tenemos la llave, pero siempre podemos robar la
Battery
Pro.
low.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Gastaremos uno. Ah, vale, no
Feet and
gastaremos nada,
hands are
perfecto.
bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed? Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like
Joder, macho.
preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Si con esto la podemos manipular, nice. Y ahora sí que ya parece que está todo explorado. Bueno, ¿me dejas irme? Vamos a explorar a ver si podemos cotillear más habitaciones. Que por cierto, mi habitación es totocha y a la Elizabeth le han dado una habitación de mierda en comparación. Vale, está chapado. ¿Para qué era el abrojo? Revela temporalmente las inmunidades que afectan a tus elecciones. Bueno. Imagino que no podemos ir a ninguna habitación más.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Lo abrimos. Why not?
Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Vamos a robarle un poquito, que eso siempre está bien.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son,
Mi queridísimo hijo, te escribo para rogarte que actúes cuanto antes. La situación empeora a pasos así agigantados. Paoli continúa dirigiéndose a nuestra patria, Córcega. ¿Qué coño es Córcega? Ah, bueno, la patria. Sus hombres están por todas partes. Estamos obligados a escondernos y no podemos quedarnos en el mismo sitio más de 2 días. No me sorprendería que pronto viniesen a por nosotros. Date prisa, hijo. Nuestro destino está en tus manos, tu querida madre.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
My dear Napoleon,
Estimado Napoleón, ¿cómo acordarnos? Me gustaría que se uniese a nuestro encuentro de alta sociedad organizando para la ocasión. El evento tendrá lugar el próximo mes de enero en mi isla. Tendremos la oportunidad de continuar con la discusión sobre nuestro proyecto de un nuevo orden para Francia. Quiero hacerle una propuesta con respecto a su deseo de contar con un líder firme como dirigente del país. Confío en su discreción acerca de este mensaje. Hasta pronto.
French actor Talma is Nero.
4 fragmentos de ámbar.
A fragment of amber.
De poco nos sirve si siempre lo tenemos casi al mínimo.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Vamos a ver, ¿era en personajes o en diario? La podemos manipular. Ah, no, no la podemos manipular. Y la vulnerabilidad de Inquisición. A Mortimer no podemos persuadirlo. Ni persuadir ni sobre política. Pues vaya. Vámonos de aquí. Deberíamos de tomarnos mínimo un par de jaleas. Ah, vale, no subimos. Con 3 tenemos suficiente. Al menos para activar la siguiente habilidad. Aquí tampoco podemos. Bueno, pues nada.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
¿En serio, tío?
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
I'm sorry. I should have stopped him from beating you.
What's done is done. It was my fault, not yours.
Don't say that. It's never the victim's fault. Look at your eye.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
En este
Look,
caso es mejor que no supiera.
I've gotta go.
Wait.
Lo sabía.
I need to know more about you and my mother.
Ah, estaban parados, tío.
Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Joder. Ah.
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
Imagino que por la carta
She's the
parece
only
que su
one who
hermana
cares
se lleva
about me.
bien.
I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared
Suena
stillborn.
bien.
My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope Sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh. There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May Sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Que le vamos a robar todo? ¿Qué nos falta? Es que tampoco quiero racanearle tanto, tío. Al final nos va a odiar este pavo y no sé si más tarde...
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Podríamos robarle también, pero bueno. Vamos a dejarlo así, tampoco quiero tocarle mucho los cojones. Y ahora que se ha ido el tío, ¿podemos subir arriba? ¿A su habitación? No. No, lástima. Pues bueno. Napoleón, tío. Yo me pensaba que era el pequeñajo, no este.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well. Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy.
And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
Please, go ahead.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity.
No podemos
Typically
hacer nada,
French.
tío.
A Southern, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not
Unos putos
mistaken,
pringados
this
en
is
esta
not
cena.
Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a
Molaría que al no tener eso, al no tener la defensa esta sobre
Don't
política,
worry, I
le
appreciate the
insultara
same grape
directamente.
varieties as you.
Pues tú eres una
I remember
cerda.
the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Please feel at home.
Es que tampoco nos interesa darle información, tío.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favour of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please? Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
ver. 50.000 por 200 cañones.
I don't know.
No, ha pasado el
Maybe you ought
tiempo.
to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person
Vaya comida de rabo,
still
¿no?
remains
Está
to be
haciendo.
found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the
Cada vez
arrival
me
of
cae
our
peor, tío.
host. For the rest,
Puto Washington.
I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Creo que no hemos fallado nada, ¿no? Easy peasy. Bueno, chavales, yo creo que vamos a dejarlo por aquí, más o menos. No sé cuánto rato llevamos de capítulo, pero llevamos bastante. Vamos a acabar de poner los puntos. Que nos vamos a subir. Buah. Un pollón de puntos. Vamos a desbloquear esto. Y esto. Y supongo que volveremos a subir el engaño, yo creo. Sí, vamos a dejarlo así. Bueno, chavales, no esperaba que pasara aquí porque en teoría teníamos que coger los objetos, pero bueno.
Let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Vale. Vamos a dejarlo aquí, chavales. No me va a dejar salir desde aquí. Bueno, vamos a seleccionar el inventario. ¿Cuántos nos dejan? Uno más. Un punto de habilidad de protocolo. Y ya está. Bueno, chavales, nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Dale like y suscribiros si os apetece. Y nada, hasta el siguiente capítulo.